Kerryon, welcome to Philadelphia. We'll get started here with Jimmy Kempski and then Ruben Frank.
Hey, Kerryon. Welcome to Philly, and my apologies in advance for your first question being about your knee brace. But you explained last year that you wore it for peace of mind. Do you feel like that restricted your running in any way, and are you planning on wearing it again this year?
Yes, I am planning on wearing it again this year and every year after that. Still gives me peace of mind, same as always. No, I don't feel like it restricts me though. Once you practice with something like that on for a while, you kind of become used to it. No, it doesn't really restrict me. I kind of like it, so it's still a part of me.
Okay, Ruben and then Rob Motti.
Hey, Kerryon, welcome to Philadelphia. Hey, what have these last couple of weeks been like with what happened, getting released in Detroit, getting claimed here? And I mean, you've been around long enough to know it's a business. What was your reaction? And how much do you have left?
Yeah, it was a little weird. I've seen it happen to others, but never personally experienced it. So going through it one time, it was kind of scary. Major kudos to people who've been through it multiple times or still going through it to this day. But luckily, it only lasted like 24 hours or something like that. So it wasn't a long heartthrob, thankfully. So. But it was a little weird, a little scary at first. But the Eagles, they saw something in me, and I appreciate them for seeing that. And I'm ready to give this organization 100%. So what I have left is 100%. That's what I'm going to give. That's what I'm going to fight for. That's what I'm going to do. That's who I'm going to be, and that's what I've shown in the past, and that's what I keep showing. So I'm ready to go. I'm locked in. I'm ready to roll.
Rob Motti and then John McMullen.
Hey, Kerryon, you're coming to a team with a pretty crowded running back room. What have your conversations been like with the coaching staff? What are your expectations as you come in here and try and compete for some opportunities?
I mean, my expectations is to compete. I don't think having a crowded room full of talented guys is ever an issue. All that's going to do is make every single one of us perform at our best. It's going to give us the best product and the end goal on the field, and it's going to make every single player better, whether they're here or not. And that's all you can ask for in this league as a player, man, is to be your best self, make the others around you better. And I feel like this room is going to do that. You've got three very proven guys in this league. You've got two very young guys or three very young guys coming in hungry. And, this is all going to make us all better, all going to make us compete, all make us want to be better. So I'm ready.
John McMullen and then Zach Berman.
Hey, Kerryon. Just wanted to ask you about your pass protection. You're kind of known as one of the better pass pro backs in the league. Is that something that's come naturally for you, or is that something you had to work on from your days in college?
No, definitely did not come natural. That's something that every running back just has to want to do. When I was in college with my running backs coach, Tim Horton, we worked that almost every single day during fall camp, almost every offseason. And then during the season, we work it at least once a week, going against the linebackers, going and practicing different moves, practicing what they're thinking, practicing how we should set. And I feel like it just kind of translated over, and I just kept getting better and better at it over the years. And so now I've got a reputation I have to live up to, which is excellent. So that means I got to come with it every single day. Linebackers and people blitzing are going to start noticing it as well, and they're going to start giving extra effort to beat me. And I've got to keep that up. So.
Zach Berman and then Mike Kay.
Hey, Kerryon, in the year you were coming out, the Eagles were looking for backs during that draft. What communication did you have with them, if any, leading up to the draft?
Yeah, I think I had one meeting with them at the combine. You meet with everybody at the combine, but had a meeting with them at the combine, got to meet, Deuce and then all the rest of the coaches then. And, we just talked normal combine stuff, So, I would have to think I would hope they liked me then, but there's no way for me to know. But that's pretty much the only communication I had with them. And, and then the draft happened and off I was, so.
Mike Kay and then Dave Zangaro.
Hey, Kerryon. I was wondering, how do you think you complement a quarterback like Jalen Hurts who can move around and extend plays?
Yeah, so a guy like Jalen, first of all, I'm glad I get to play with him and not against him anymore personally. He was hell to play against. So, awesome guy, awesome leader. So, I'm happy for that. But two, just the way he likes to extend things, the way he likes to use his feet, the way he can use his feet, and it's going to play well for me. Being able to block for him, being able to try to give him a little bit more peace of mind that he knows if I have to get something picked up, I know I have a guy that can. I know I can trust him, which is something I'm going to have to prove to him that he can. And also with quarterbacks who like to use their feet or can use their feet, they're also in tune with the running backs as far as check downs, getting the ball out quick, finding guys after they're using their feet to get open. And that's something also that I'm going to have to prove to him that I can do and be. And that's what I look forward to doing. So I'm excited to play with him. I'm always excited to get a very good quarterback, which I feel like we have, and I'm ready to get used by him.
Okay, Dave Zangaro and then Martin Frank.
Hey, Kerryon. As you look at your career and the way it's gone, do you feel like you can still be the same player you once were before the knee injuries?
Yeah, I do. I honestly do. Like I said, I'm feeling better than I have in the past 2 years right now. And but it's one thing to say I have to go out there and prove it every single day. So I look forward to getting back into my groove and getting back into being who I think I can be. And this team took a chance on me, and so I'm ready to make that chance pay off. And I'm ready to give, like I said, give this my all, and do what I came here to do.
Okay, Martin and then Bo Wolf.
Hey, Kerryon. Is it a different mindset for you coming into the season? I mean, as a former second round pick, this is probably like your first time where you're actually like on the outside looking in as far as a job is concerned.
Yeah, it's a little bit different just not knowing anybody. Just that feeling of a little bit of comfortableness, knowing your teammates, knowing most of your coaches. It's just weird. But we'll build those relationships over the next few months. And when the time comes, I just got to go out there and play my game. And I feel like that'll be good enough. I feel like the coaches will see that. I feel like the players will see that. I feel like I'll gain the respect that I need to have, and we'll take it from there. So that's my goal. That's what I came here to do. That's who I came here to be.
Okay, Bo and then Ed Kratz.
Hey, Kerryon, just on that topic, who do you know here? You must have spent time with Slay, I guess, in Detroit. Is there anybody else? And then what have your impressions been so far of Coach Sirianni from what conversations you've had?
I know a few people. I know Jake played with Jason Huntley. Jack Driscoll came to Auburn the year after I left, I think it was. We had Sippos, the punter in Detroit. Also was at Auburn while I was there. I know I'm missing a few. I know I am. So I've had a couple people here before that have left now. So I know a few, which is nice to have a few familiar faces, have a few faces that you can ask questions to. But the head coach has been nothing short than spectacular, man. Just the few moments I've had with him, he's super energetic. You could tell he loves what he does. You could tell he appreciates the opportunity he has, to lead this team. You could tell he's building a staff that's energetic, that loves to come to work, that loves to coach, loves football, and loves the game. So that fits right in with me. I love to do this. I wouldn't rather do anything else. So I'm excited for us to, kind of feed off of each other. And that's going to get the best product on the field for the Eagles. And I know that's what the fans want. So
Ed Kratz and then Al Thompson.
Hey, Kerryon. You mentioned the battles with Jalen Hurts. I assume they were the Auburn-Alabama games. Do you have any specific recollections of that? And then also, you talked about your pass blocking ability. You are also a pretty good pass catcher out of the backfield. How often do you work on that part of your game, and is that something you've always been good at?
Yeah, so one thing you got to know about Jalen Hurts is just how strong he is. This dude, when he was in college, I think when he was in high school, actually, it might have been, I think he was squatting like 450 pounds or something like that for a quarterback, which is just almost insane. So I remember him coming out there. I know, Nate, when we played him at home, this was the year before Tua kind of came on, right? And I remember our linebackers coming through and being like, hey, like, that's tackling a running back, basically, or a fullback. I remember that. I remember them saying that. He's always been a fantastic athlete. He's always been a great competitor. So for me, that's what rings home. And those are the type of guys I love to play with. I hate to play against, but that I can always support. And as far as pass catching, yeah, I've always been a pretty decent pass catcher. That stems all the way back to high school when I played receiver. My head coach in high school and offensive coordinator made sure that, you weren't just a one-position guy. You've got to be able to prove that you can do different things at the next level and the level after that. And they always preached that, and we always worked on it. And that's just kind of carried over, I feel like.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll end it here with Al Thompson and then E.J. Smith.
All right, Kerryon. Obviously you're a good blocker. You had a very good rookie season, but obviously the numbers, injuries, whatever, the numbers tailed off. How do you see the Eagles can use you to get those numbers up? What kind of running plays that you like that you think that would increase that kind of production per yards and overall?
I like any running play where we get the ball. So any play that they can give the running backs the ball, give me the ball. That is my type of play. But they have a very good offensive line here. They've had a very good offensive line for years here, stemming all the way back. So I'm excited to get with those guys. It don't matter what running play I like. If they don't like to block it, I don't get yards. So if they have plays, they love to block, they love to run. That's what I'll work on to get better at, and that's what we're going to run. It all stems from the 5 guys up front, and obviously including the tight ends as well. So whatever running play they like, I like it more. So, that's just how I've always been, and that's how I plan to be. And did you ask a second part of your question? I'm sorry, I forgot.
That was it.
Okay, my fault.
That was it.
My fault. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old.
Go ahead, EJ.
Hey, Kerryon, kind of a similar question, but you mentioned earlier it was a crowded running back room. You're going to have to compete for a spot. What is it about your game that you hope, will set you apart once camp comes around?
I think just the all-around things that I do as far as, pass catching, pass blocking, being a very smart guy on the field, and then being able to run the ball as well. Being able to do different things is always going to get you a spot in this league, no matter what position, no matter how old, no matter how young, no matter what team, no matter the talent. So I just have to make sure that I go out there and prove that I'm multifaceted, and go out there and prove I know what to do first and foremost, because that'll get you benched quicker than anything. And, just go out there and do me and compete at the highest level, and the rest will take care of itself.
Okay, thanks, everyone. Thanks, Kerryon.
Thanks, Kerryon.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.